to have you with us on this Sunday evening. I'm Rob Wu. Elsa making her exit as we deal with the lingering threats from the drenching rain and heavy winds. We are tracking some of the conditions on the ground behind me right here. A live shot from Carolina Beach. Things definitely picking up where you are. There's another bang.
We're moving fast.
Oh.
Okay, we're good, Rob. We're good.
This is exactly what you've been talking about, Tim. We see a situation start to simmer. It bubbles, and at some point, the police move in, maybe some tear gas is fired, and then everyone just runs off to a different location. It seems like we're seeing that play out once again. I don't know if our photojournalist can turn back and pan up to that sign. There was a display, hashtag George Floyd, above the Vita sign to your left, because I don't want that to get lost in the middle of sort of what's happening tonight. Congressman, every few years I feel like we hear about a lawsuit, a scandal, an investigation, and the pundits come out and say, you know, we're at a crossroads, but nothing ever happens. Why would this time be different? Hurricane season is now less than 2 weeks away, so now is the time to prepare. Thursday, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, released its hurricane season outlook, predicting a 60% chance of an above normal season. These are the numbers right now. We know hurricane season lasts about half the year, June through November. What are the chances we see these numbers fluctuate throughout the season?
Absolutely.
You see some representatives on their hands and knees ducking for cover because of possible shots. We know from our reporters in D.C., tear gas was thrown out, so they're ducking for cover, trying to protect themselves. Do want to draw your attention to what they're holding in their hands. Now, these are called escaped hoods. From what I've been able to find out, these hoods were placed under each seat in Congress. This was installed after 9/11. It was supposed to be used in the event of a terrorist attack. And this is what it looks like when they wear it. This is a place where the pain of the past meets the progress of the present. This exhibit all around me also illustrating the problems that still persist. Each piece tells a unique story of 2020, from the protest to the pandemic. One in particular of a protest leader and a little girl has touched people around the world, teaching us how to listen, see, and hear each other. 2020 has been turbulent and tumultuous, filled with so many events reshaping our future. Pivotal moments history won't forget. That history preserved at the Greensboro History Museum through photographs, street art, and video vignettes. The pieces of now exhibit reveals a long, unbroken struggle.
When I seen the picture, I was like, change is coming.
A confluence of events led to this enduring image, bonding strangers for life. A 4-year-old girl walking hand in hand with a protest leader.
We made a chain that night, protesting that would never be broken.
Michael Harris found himself leading a protest in Greensboro the last Sunday of May, watching on a father insistent on a better future for his children.
So I was talking to her older brother about what a protest is. We decided to go down and check it out so I could show them what was going on.
4-year-old Emery wanted to get closer.
Emery said, I want to go up front. I want to hold their hands. Okay, let's go up front.
I saw the little girl, Emery, start to run to the front of the crowd. I saw her grab Michael's hand, and they just kind of started talking and chit-chatting, and I was like, oh, that's a beautiful moment. So just kind of jumped in front and started snapping away.
Photographer Kevin Green had no inkling how much his photo would resonate.
I kept getting messages after messages on Facebook and Instagram.
A simple gesture having a profound effect.
I've gotten messages from people in Western Africa, New Zealand, people in Central Europe, like, hey man, this means something.
It showed that she didn't see color, she seen heart, and she made a big difference in other people's lives, that they need to stop looking at the color of a person and look at the heart of a person and give a person the opportunity, you know, before you start judging the book by the cover.
In local artist Marshall Lakes, it sparked an urge to create.
A friend brought it to my attention, and it was like, this is like everything I wanted to say.
He painted a mural on a boarded-up storefront in downtown. The plywood now hangs inside the Greensboro History Museum, near the display of the clothes they wore that day.
Michael represented kind of now, and Emery represents the future. We can hold hands and walk together. Let's create a better world.
We were there as Michael and Emery reunited in person for the first time since the protest.
Hey, look who it is.
Emery, what's happening? Hey, how you been?
I remember you.
You remember me?
I remember you.
Yes.
At a youth football practice where Michael coaches, the two pick up where they left off.
Up high, down low, too slow.
A friendship for life, symbolizing unity and hope for better days ahead.
Be good. I love you.
I love you so.
All right.
Much.
It's that secret handshake. All right, bro. Good to see you too, Doc.
And to put a bow on that story, Emery is now 5 years old. I'm told there's also a group chat between her father, the protester, Michael Harris, and the photographer, Kevin Green, where they'll catch up every once in a while. All right, for more now on the effects and the impacts of the social protests from this summer, we bring in Forsyth County Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough. Sheriff, thank you for your time this evening.
Pleasure's mine.
So, Sheriff, how do you process the events of this summer? I mean, on the one hand, I'm sure you'd like to see citizens who are active, but at the same time, they're also calling for sort of major changes to your profession. We got the Dixie Classic Fair on Monday, the State Fair, I think, in about 2 weeks. Are we going to have fall weather for those fairs?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
This heat wave coming up. I think tomorrow, Rob, I'm going to meet you back here, shorts, T-shirts, we'll have some beach balls and everything going on.
Like I said before, just leave the Speedo at home and we're all good.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Gary, it looks like we got to get a little rainy and stormy before things get nice again out there.
Yeah, the problem with tomorrow's forecast, guys, is it's going to be so nice none of us are going to want to come to work.
Oh.
I'm already off.
I was going to say
Gotcha.
somebody won't.
70% of eligible adults here in Wake County have already received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. Is that just about everyone who wants it, or could that number climb much higher?
And that's what the state is hoping as they pick out a $1 million winner tomorrow.
Say that one more time, Sharon.
$1 million
I like that.
winner.
How much money was that again?
$1 million.
$1 million. Hey, I got my pen right here that says I've been vaccinated, so.
Okay.
Will you share
well,
if
good
you
luck.
win, Gary?
Of course I'd share. I'll buy you a pack of bubble gum any day.
Yeah, I was going to say like $1. As we come on the air tonight, the city under a state of emergency in case of any unrest as we all await the release of that body cam video. Now, that did not happen today, at least not publicly, but we are learning more about what exactly that video shows through the family and their attorney. They got a private showing this afternoon. They spent about 90 minutes inside the Pasquotank County Public Safety Building. Now we want to turn our attention back to the family and what they saw in the video. Let's bring in our Spectrum News 1 reporter, Lauren Howard. Lauren, they were shown a 20-second snippet when they went inside about 3 hours ago, 3-4 hours now. They expected a lot more.